Hey guys, what's up? My name is SammyBee. Today I'm going to be filming a review and first impressions for you guys. It's going to be over the Warm Naturals palette. This is by Flower Beauty. It's a relatively new brand to Walmart. I think it's exclusively to Walmart. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure it is. So I'm super excited to film this for you guys. I actually have the Golden Naturals palette that I've been using for, I want to say, about 3 weeks, and I honestly love it. I think that the eyeshadows are beautiful. They are creamy. They blend well. They're awesome eyeshadows, especially for the drugstore. Now, keep in mind this palette is $15. I think it's $14.98 at Walmart. So that is a little pricey for drugstore. However, it is a very great palette, and you get this bonus $6 brush right here. Let me go ahead and open this up so I can show you guys. See, this is the brush, and it's actually a very beautiful blending brush. I'm going to use it today whenever I show you how to use this palette. These are the colors in the palette, and I just think that they're very beautiful. I think that they are amazing colors. There's not a lot of mattes in here. Really, the only true matte is going to be, I guess, these two. These two are really the only true mattes. This one right here has some glitter in it, and this one has some. But then you see all of these right here are all beautiful glittery shades, and they are very, very beautiful. Just looking at the palette, I think this palette is aesthetically very, very beautiful, and I believe I can create some really beautiful looks with this. So real quick, I'm going to swatch these for you guys. So here are swatches of these colors. I actually think that they're very pretty. This one is just a really good transition color, and I think that this one will look really beautiful all over the lid. I'm not really sure what kind of look I want to go with today, but I'm excited to try it out. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay guys, so let's go ahead and get right on into this. Now, I went ahead and primed my eye earlier when I was doing my foundation using just my concealer, but I need to set it. So normally I do use concealer if I'm going to be priming my eyelids, if I'm already putting foundation on. Because half the time, honestly, I cannot be bothered pulling out another product to just put on my eye. I would rather just use my concealer. It's a perfect base. As long as I don't have one that's creasing all over the place, it really doesn't matter. Now, if I'm doing a dramatic eye look and I'm doing my eyes before I do anything on my face, I will go ahead and go in with Urban Decay's Primer Potion or MAC Painterly Paint Pot. One of those, just, you know, a thick, nice base. But most of the time, if I'm just doing a simple eye look or I'm just doing an everyday eye look, I pretty much just use my concealer. So if you want to save money, or you, like me, are lazy and can't be bothered pulling out another product, then just use your concealer because it's awesome. However, I did use my concealer, but I didn't set it down with anything. So I always like to set it with a powder. So I'm just going to go ahead and take this Wet n Wild Creme Brulee. I think that this, for my personal eyes, looks really nice, and it fits closely to my skin tone and to my concealer. So I just go ahead and smooth that on and just make sure that I don't have any creases or anything like that, so my eyes have a really good base to go ahead and start off with this palette. So like I said, I'm going to be using this brush in most of these just to kind of show you guys what this brush can really do. And I think first off, I'm going to go ahead and dip into this shade. I'm going to go ahead and use that as my transition shade for this look. So I'm just going to dip in. Tap, you see how much powder they are? They have a lot of kick up, but just tap off your brush and you're not going to get too much fallout. And then I just go in and then blend. So yeah, they do have a lot of kick up, but just go ahead and blend. Now, as you can see, that's just like a really nice transition shade color. I'm really impressed with that color. It blended out nicely. There are no harsh lines on my eyes. As you can see, it just looks like a very good transition shade. So I'm excited about that shade, and I'm excited to try the rest of this palette. So to go ahead, I'm going to take this color right here, and I'm going to just focus that more up right in this area, more up in the crease, but not on the outer edge, because I'm going to take one of these darker colors. I'm not sure which color yet, but I'm going to take one of those darker colors and put that there. I just want this area right here to have a slightly different color. That way it really has some dimension. So I just, whenever I'm wanting to pack color, I press and then blend. And that just gets it where you want it. It gets that detail in it of where you want it. And you can also take a smaller brush and really just pack that in there. But I'm not going for a super defined crease or a cut crease or anything. I just wanted that color specifically in that area. So now I'm actually gonna go ahead and take a different brush. This is an EcoTools brush. I love EcoTools. I think that they're amazing, and I love using affordable brushes when I can, because brushes can get expensive. They really can, especially like Sigma and MAC brushes. I think for the most part, I'm sorry guys, I'm going to go ahead and take this purple color and I'm going to place it on my lid, and then we're going to see what we can put over that just to make this a really shimmery, beautiful, like romantic look.
So I just blend that out.
But like I was saying, I just think that MAC brushes are really overpriced. And honestly, I know MAC used to be like everything in the beauty industry, but now there's so many other brands, and I just don't love MAC. I don't even really own that much MAC. Like, I really don't own that many MAC products. I really don't. There are some things in MAC that are better than anything. And there are some things in MAC that are simply not worth it. So, you know, not that you guys asked, but I just feel like you can find good quality brushes that you don't have to spend all of that money on. Okay, so what I just did was I took this lighter color and I just placed it not in the actual inner corner of my eye, but I just placed it on the outer portion of my eye and then up a little bit, just so that looks more open, because I don't want to go for a very deep smoky eye today. I just really want to keep things light and natural and beautiful. So that's why I did what I did there. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to dip into this darkest color right here. Now I know that this has some shimmer in it, but I really don't think that is enough shimmer that it's going to cause a huge problem in my outer V. I just want something that's going to deepen that V, and I think that that looks perfect. Now to go back in and just smooth all that out, I'm going to take that first transition shade that I took and I'm just going to blend out my crease. Alright guys, now I'm going to get into the glitter, which is the fun part. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take this shade right here and I'm going to put it just in the outer corner and see. That's not as pigmented as I was hoping. Okay, we'll try again. Okay, yeah. I mean, like, I don't see that. Okay, so this shade right here, not my favorite. I honestly don't see it on my eye. So let's try the one above it. Okay. Okay. So this has some pigmentation. It has some pigmentation. That's not bad. I'm going to go ahead and take this original brush that just doesn't have anything on it. I'm just going to kind of blend that out. Okay. Alright, so let's take this color right here. And I'm just going to take this on my finger. And I'm going to try to pack it on. I have to be careful because, like I said, they'll fall out. But I'm going to try to pack it on my lid here. That's not horrible. It's not my favorite. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and go back in here. And I'm going to dip into these two. And I'm just going to try to really blow out my crease. These lilac shades are not performing the best. And so I just really want to smoke out that lash. Not eyelash. I want to smoke out this look because I feel like that's about the only thing that's going to make me like this at this point. It's not that these shadows are bad. I just don't know how I feel about these lilac shadows, or especially the glitters. The glitters in this palette are not the best. However, overall, I think that this is coming out. I'm just having to really work with this. I did not have to work with this palette. Like, with the Golden Naturals palette, I have not had to work with that. I'm just taking some of this darker shade right here. And I'm going to mix it with this shade right here. And I'm just going to go ahead and put that in my lower lashes. So that doesn't look bad. I actually think that this is, I'll let you know. Because right now, I'm a little upset. Alright. Okay, there is the dimension I've been wanting. There it is. There it is. Okay, that is looking good. That is looking pretty good. Pretty blended out. I'm just going to go ahead and take our transition shade and just smoke that out again. Okay guys, that is about all I think I'm going to do to this look. Well, I really want this look to be glittery. These have so many glitters in them and I just really want them to perform. I guess I can spray some Fix Plus on them or some setting spray, but I really expected them to perform better than this. I'm not gonna lie, I'm just trying this shade out right here. This is also a glittery shade. Yeah. There's like no glitter. Okay, so I will give you guys my final thoughts on that when I come back. Okay guys, this is the completed look. Now it is time for me to give you guys my opinion on this. Alright, let me start off by saying I was really comparing this to the Golden Naturals palette. Now, I'm going to show you this palette. This is going to be the Warm Naturals palette. This is what I just did the review on. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you the Golden Naturals palette just for comparison. Let me get the brush out. What kind of laugh was that? Let me get the brush out. And I'm just going to show you. So as you can see with this palette, this one has a few more of matte shades. It's going to have these two are completely matte, and then these two are matte. And then it has just really beautiful golden hues. You guys, I already told you, but I love this palette. I think that is beautiful. I think that is really good quality. I love this palette. This one, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's not my favorite. I do not think that it is a bad palette whatsoever. The matte shades, the few matte shades that are in here, I think are really, really nice. They blend out easily. I had no problems with the mattes. Now when it comes to the shimmery shades, they didn't work for me. Now, I sprayed MAC Fix Plus on this one right here, and I went ahead and popped that on my eyelid. But as you can see, it's shimmery, but it's not normally shimmery like when you spray something else with MAC Fix Plus. Like if I were to spray one of these shimmer shades with MAC Fix Plus, like especially this one or these two, let me show you that one better. These two, I promise you it would look like tin foil on my eye. This one performed with the shimmer shades with Fix Plus about as good as these shimmer shades perform without Fix Plus. So that is something to consider. Now, I love these tones. I think that they are beautiful toned eyeshadow. I think that these are really pretty. Now, like I said, the shimmer shades, not the biggest fan of. I can work with them, but like this one right here that I put on my outer V, I just really put it on there to deepen up. Like if you can see, like it's almost gone. It's almost gone. It pretty much blended into nothing. So I'm not the biggest fan of that. I think that these two up top are nice. I think that this one's nice. I think this one's nice. This one did not impress me. When I swatch it on my hand, that looks like it's gonna be pigmented. But do you see the chalkiness first of all? And then whenever you put that on your eye, it honestly does not look like that. It just doesn't. So I'm a little upset with this palette. I thought I was going to love it. I thought it was going to be amazing. I was so excited and I had really high hopes for this palette. I am disappointed. I'm not gonna lie to you. I am disappointed in this. However, I do not think that it is a bad palette. It is a little pricey for the drugstore, but seriously, this brush, I would pay $6 for this brush. I would pay $10 for this brush. I wouldn't pay $30 for this brush, but I would pay $10 for this brush. The golden one, I have had no problem shedding, nothing. It blends out my eyes really well, especially when I get it in the crease. It's good for a crease blowout brush. It's good for your outer V, and it's really good at blending. So this brush alone, I think is amazing. I really do think it is amazing. This palette, I don't think it's bad. I do not think it's bad. I know I seemed a little disappointed whenever I put the shimmers on, but that is because I was so blown out of the park by the golden shade, the Golden Naturals palette, not the golden shades, but the Golden Naturals palette, that I just thought that this one was going to be equally as amazing, and it's not. So if you want a really, really affordable, nice drugstore palette and you want it to come with a brush that you can pretty much do the whole look with this brush. So if you're not someone who has a ton of brushes, you could probably use this for almost everything. Just pat the shimmer shade onto your crease, blend everything out, and you would be good to go with just this brush. I think this brush is awesome. But however, if you are wanting a awesome palette from the drugstore and you like these tones, you like these brown golden neutral shades, get this palette. if you like these pinky tones, this is definitely probably the best pink tone eyeshadow palette I have gotten from the drugstore. So there's that. But when you have options, if you could afford the Urban Decay Naked 3 palette, or you want to splurge on a palette, I would definitely prefer one of those over this, just because the shimmers did not perform the way I was expecting them to. And it's not that it was bad. If you don't like dramatically shimmering eyeshadows, you would like those. They would just give you a little pop of shimmer and just a little bit of glitter to go on top of your matte eye look, which is beautiful. I think that that's fine. But I was just expecting more. I was expecting them to perform better. So I'm gonna go ahead and say, yes, I was disappointed just because of my expectations already. Had I never tried out this Golden Naturals palette before, I probably would have really liked this, because I wouldn't have expected the shimmer shades to just blend out and look beautiful and be so pigmented. I was expecting, especially with the hand swatches, which they're gone now, I'm sorry, but especially with the hand swatches, I was just expecting them to blow me away, just like the Golden palette. So I'm sorry, you guys, it's not a miss, definitely not a miss. I just had different expectations for it, but that's my own fault, because I was expecting. For someone who is a glitter queen, you do not want any pish posh shimmer, you want it full on glitter, go ahead with the neutrals. The Golden Neutrals palette, naturals. Golden Naturals palette. Go ahead with the Golden Naturals palette. So I'm not saying it's bad. I will use this palette again for sure. I can definitely see like making a soft romantic eye look for a date night with this palette. Definitely everyday use. I think everyday use I could get a lot of use out of this, because it's not overly glittery. It's not in your face. It's not ridiculous, like, you know, I'm telling you, like, hold on, let me show you, because I just need you guys to see this. Literally, look at that. Look at that. That looks like, this looks like Tin Man. This looks like Tin Man. Do you see this? This is what I was expecting. And this isn't what I got. That's why I'm disappointed. Not because it's bad. So overall, if you like these colors, you have blue eyes, even if you don't have blue eyes, and you like these colors, go get this palette, because it is good. It is not a bad palette. And I think that for everyday use, for romantic soft looks, like a soft romantic eye with a bold red lip, I would really get some use out of this thing. So I'm going to keep playing with it. I am going to update you guys, you know, if I think that it's better than I thought in the first impression, I'm going to update you guys, and I'm going to let you know. Okay guys, that's going to conclude today's video. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I absolutely love reviewing products, so I hope you guys like to watch reviews. If you have something, I don't care if it's high-end, I don't care if it's drugstore, I don't care if it's luxury. If you have something on the market that you are wanting me to review for you guys before you buy it, whatever it is, just let me know in the comments below, and if I don't already have it in my personal collection, I can go out and get it for you guys and review it if enough people want to see it. So just let me know below what you guys would like to see, and I will give that to you. Whatever it is that you guys are wanting, just always let me know. If you like this video, don't forget to like it, give it a thumbs up, and never forget to subscribe. I would love your guys' support. I'm so excited to be on this journey with you guys, and I just hope you guys have a great week. I'm uploading this on Monday, so if you're watching on Monday, I hope you have a great week. Hope you have a great day, morning, evening, night, whatever it is, wherever you are. I just really hope that you have a great, blessed day. You guys are already amazing. You're already being so supportive. Just everyone that I've told, hey, I'm starting YouTube, everyone's just been really supportive, and I'm so thankful for that, and I can't wait for this journey. So I love you guys already. I love you to all my friends, everyone who's watching that I care about, and thank you for supporting. I love you guys so much. I hope you guys have a great night, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.